Hello! Yep, it's the end of the month and time for another end of month bot haul. But not only is it the last day of November, it's also the last day of Movember. You know, that charity thing where people grow their beards for charity? Well, I haven't actually been growing my beard for charity, but I thought, well, I'm just going to let it grow this month and see how far I can get with it, and this is what I've got. But seeing as it's the last day of the month, the beard's getting it. Yeah, so after I've done this video, I'm shaving it off, and it's bye-bye beard. So yeah, don't want to have any complaints in the comments section, because I know some people, you know, you got a bit of a beard fetish going on. So yeah, the beard's going. Right, so let's talk about bots, shall we? What have I bought this month? Well, this month it's definitely been a case of quality rather than quantity. I haven't bought many bots, though some of the bots I've bought have been quite expensive, and one in particular is, yeah, quite expensive. Right, now, this first bot, I was going to kind of tease you and sort of blot out the picture in the title screen. I was going to black it out and put a question mark on it, and just keep it till the end of the video. But I thought, no, I can't be bothered with doing all that. Let's just show it you straight away. But a little backstory first. Yeah, beginning of the month, I think it was the 2nd or 4th of the month, I got a text message off Richard Delafield, aka Bisto Yeti. And he contacted me saying there was I still interested in a particular Masterpiece figure that I had said I was looking for, one of the Grail figures I've been looking for at Auto Assembly this year. He says, was I still interested in it? And I replied in the affirmative. And he furnished me with the guy's email address, a guy called Martin Cull, who lives down in Southampton. And basically he's decided he wants to sell up his Transformers collection. He's got about 20 odd bots, but they're pretty good, quality, high-end, sort of Masterpiece and third-party bots that he's selling. So anyway, I contacted the guy, had messages going backwards and forwards. He was being very coy about how much he wanted for it. He wouldn't actually tell me the price, so in the end I was forced to give him my price that I was prepared to pay for it. And I sort of gave him my top end price that I was prepared to pay for this particular toy, provided it came with all the box and all its bits, which it did. Yeah, and he also had bought a third party add-on kit for it. So that sort of, he said, well, can you give us a bit extra for that? And also I had to pay the postage on it, and because I was paying with PayPal, he wanted me to pay the PayPal fee as well. So all told, this bot has cost me £165.84, so it's now officially the most expensive bot that I own. What bot is it? Takara Tomy Masterpiece MP10B Black Convoy. Yeah, I kind of wanted a version of the MP10 mould. I've got the MP01 mould, which I got off Tom Owen at the beginning of the year. But I wanted a version of the MP10 mould, but I didn't want another Optimus Prime. I've got way too many Optimus Primes. So I was looking and says, well, what are the alternatives? If I want the MP10 mould, what alternatives are there? And there's quite a few. I mean, there's the Bape one, there's an Ultra Magnus one, there's the Evangelion one. But the one that I wanted was this one. After seeing a few Adams review on this fella, I thought, that's a good looking bot. So I wanted to get one. And here it is. And yeah, it's pre-owned, but it's in absolutely perfect condition. He came with the box. And, the accessories and the instructions and the trading card. And he'd also bought the Dakar Toys DT003 headset. So if you look, he's got a different head sculpt on. Here's the original one. That's the original head. And if you see, yeah, it's got this Dakar Toys head upgrade on, which makes him look a lot more menacing. And he also threw this into the deal as well, the Doctor Wu DP M01 Cavalier, which is It's like a third-party version of the sword that Optimus Prime had in the Age of Extinction. No, it's got lots of paint apps and lots of moulding detail on it. It's really nice. Yeah, he threw that into the bargain. So yeah, so I've got that as well. But yeah, it's a bit smaller than I was expecting. I mean, I knew it was smaller than MPO1, but it just looks amazing in these colours. Yeah, so I had to get one, and so that's another, you know, that's another one ticked off the list of a big ass, you know, Grail bot that I wanted. So yeah, got him at the beginning of the month, so kicked off the month with a big in, so to speak. And that was that, and that arrived on Monday the 9th of November. Right, now moving on to the following day, the 10th, this guy arrived. Yes, Toyworld TWDO4 Iron Dregs. Now, you've seen my Chronicles of Dreg video, all the hassle I went through to try and get one of these. I've had to rip him off the Dino Gestalt, which is in my room on display at the moment, and obviously I had to transform him first into Dino mode and then into Robot mode. He's alright, he's pretty good. Yeah. Doesn't do so well when he's combined with the combiner. That's all I can say. But he's a good enough bot on his own, and he cost me like 70 quid from an eBay seller in China. Same guy I bought Spear off. So yeah, he's alright. Got him, and managed to finish my first third-party combiner. Okay, now moving on a bit. Yes, moving forward 10 days. Friday the 20th of November, it was my monthly toy hunt over Coventry. I kind of knew that it was going to be one of those where I wouldn't see much worth buying. And I've had them before where I've gone on these toy hunts over Coventry and there's just nothing been there at all worth picking up at all. Nothing. Absolutely diddly squat. And I've had a bust. Well, I didn't want to come away with nothing. And so went to Smith's, and as it happens, the retail park where at Smith's, which is the Toll Bar End retail park, there's a B&M home stores just set up virtually next door, so I can now go to B&M and Smith's in the same place. But anyway, went into Smith's, had a look around, what they got. Same old. You know, RID, Combiner Wars, bit of Age of Extinction stuff, nothing I really want. So I was looking at the one-steppers and I thought, is there anything here that I actually want? And I eventually decided I'm going to get Lockdown. Age of Extinction, one-step Lockdown. Now, I've literally only just opened this guy. I mean, I've had him for a couple of weeks, still sealed in packet. I didn't bother to open him. I bought him because I bought Stinger, one-step Stinger, so it's basically the same mould, or the same design of toy, but just different moulding. The first impressions of this, the moulding detail on this thing is exquisite. It's amazing. I mean, just look at that. There's barely a flat surface on it. And of course the car. Come on. And you got your Lamborghini. Oh, I haven't put the arms in. There we go. It's a bit loose at the back end, but yeah, nice. It's pretty good. So I got that from Smith's. Then I went to Toys R Us and I had a look around on the shelves, and it was the same again. Same old. Nothing there of any real interest. So there was a figure I'd seen last time I was there that I would have bought had I not managed to find Legion Ultra Magnus from the RID line. And it's this guy. Another one-stepper from the Age of Extinction line, one-step Steeljaw. Now, I bought quite a few Steeljaws of late, so I thought, well, why not have another one? Again, really good moulding detail on this guy. Got a little bit of articulation going on with his arms, and he's got sort of wrist swivels. But you know, to transform him, all you do yeah, so then you get a angry blue wolf. Yeah, it's alright. Again, about $4.99 or whatever it was. It's another one of those, isn't it? Not really my first choice of the toys I wanted to buy, but I was just thought, well, I've got a board. I'm here, I might as well buy something. So then, coming back from Coventry, I thought, let's go to B&M Home Stores at Walsgrave. Now, obviously, last toy hunt I went on, I picked up Brainstorm, and they had the Generations Voyagers in again, and they were doing Leader Class Jetfire. So I sort of had it in my head, well, I could probably do with getting Leader Class Jetfire, maybe, just maybe. So I thought, I've only spent 10 quid on these two one-steppers, so I could really afford to buy something else. So I went to B&M Home Stores, and of course, there he was. And what's more, they'd dropped the price on him again. Instead of him being $24.99, he was now $19.99. And if you'd have bought one on Black Friday, they were doing a further 10% off. So you could have got this guy for about $17.99, which is insane. The same price as you pay for a Deluxe class Combiner Wars figure, you can get a Leader Class Jetfire. Yeah, I've literally only just got this guy out of the packet. He's been in the packet. I only got him out so I could take the group shot for the title screen, so I haven't really played with him yet. He looks alright. He's got all the chrome weaponry on. He's alright. He's a big white plain bot. It's okay. I got him for 19 quid, so I'm quite happy. And Leader Class bot for 20 quid. Can't grumble at that. So yeah. Now, we're getting to the bit now where I'm looking at what bots am I going to buy in the run up to the end of the year. I've got this thing whereby I want to see if I can get 400 bots before the end of the year, and I'm sort of on course to make that happen. So there was a couple of other events that I wanted to do, you know, but the back end of November, the Coventry Toy Hunt being one of them, and then it was I wanted to go to the MCM Comic Con of Birmingham. So I went to that. I managed to go on the Sunday the 22nd, and I walked around a couple of times and I saw some things, and I had 100 quid in my pocket, and I thought, oh, what am I going to buy? And didn't really see a lot. I was kind of looking for a Masterpiece Prowl, but there was Masterpiece figures, the Carbots there, but not ones that I wanted. You know, there was Lambor and Tiger Track, and you know, there was Trax was there, and Exhaust for 60 quid. That was pretty good. So yeah, went to the In Demand toy store because they had the lion's share of the Transformer toys, and on their back wall, their back display was this thing. Oh yeah, Perfect Effects PE03 DX Warden, aka IDW Fortress Maximus. 80 quid, complete with its box and all its accessories. This is a marvellous bot. It is, the build quality on it is superb. The articulation on this bot mode, I mean, how many bots have got ratcheted, you know, crunch, waist crunch like that? I mean, the headmaster's got light piping, for crying out loud. Yeah, he's got these alleged 7 modes. Some of them, basically, this guy turns into accessories for the G1 Fort Max, like a head, a gun, and a backpack, which I don't really class as modes. And the headmaster is classed as a mode as well. But the main modes, the main reason why you buy this is, well, this is the super robot. This is the big version with the tank track backpack. I don't really care much for this one. It's a bit back heavy. He struggles to stand up with all this weight hanging off his back. You can unpeg it and have him as a much more regular looking bot, and he's brilliant. He's amazing. Transforms into a head for Fortress Maximus, which is, the transformation is really, really involved, and it doesn't transform any way like you expect it to, and it's one of the few times where I've actually had to revert to the instructions to transform something, because usually I'm pretty good at figuring them out for myself, but this guy, I didn't have a clue. But he's got die cast on him. He's got single joint elbows, but look how far they go back. The articulation on this guy is amazing. He wants for nothing for articulation. He's incredible, and he looks amazing. He's a superb bot, and I'm so glad that I went for him. He looks amazing, and it's more than meets the eye. What more can I say? Yeah, and while I was on the stall, I thought, I've blown 80 quid, I've got 20 quid, what can I buy? So I was rummaging through their little box of loose stuff and got a Classics Jazz. He's alright. This bit doesn't seem to peg him very well, but it is a used toy, I suppose. But he's alright. He's decent. He was 10 quid. And then I got another more than meets the eye figure. Got Generations Tailgate with what's he called again? Groundbuster. Now, to me, that is a robotic pooper scooper. It is. It's a robotic pooper scooper. How they can call that a weapon, I don't know. And the transformation of this guy, you just stand him up. But I don't really class these things as bots. They don't get a proper bot number in my collection. They just get a sub number now. But yeah, he's alright. I like him. He was 8 quid. So that was what I bought at MCM. So we're moving on to the final event of the month. But before that, a little something cropped up on eBay. A little item. Now, I've sort of been after the Mech Ideas, Demolition, Crue, Apex and Geminis, their third-party top spin and twin twist. But they do go for a bit of a premium, these guys. I mean, whenever you see them, they're usually sold as a pair, and they're usually sold for 120 quid for the two. Either that or 60 quid each, which is a bit of a stretch for what is basically a deluxe bot. But anyway, I've got an eBay search going for them, and it popped up one day. DC02 Geminis. For 40 quid. With £4 postage. I thought, and I'll buy it now as well. So, boink, that was a buy. So yeah, I got Apex. He's all right. He's pretty cool. Nice transformation. Got a lot of joints on it. I was trying to mess around and get it into some sort of gear walk mode the other day. Yep, so he's all right. I got him for 44 quid, which is quite reasonable. The trouble is I've got to try and get the other one now. I've got to try and get Geminis, and alright, I'm going to struggle to get one for less than 60 quid. So, last event of the month, car boot sale. Yep, I'm kind of lucky because Stoneleigh car boot sale at the NAEC, the National Agricultural and Exhibition Centre, runs throughout the winter months. Whereas most other car boots, because they're usually held outside in a field, because of the bad weather, they finish up sort of late September, early October. And yeah, but I'm lucky I have a car boot sale that runs throughout the winter months. It doesn't run every single weekend because it's held at the NAEC. They have other events on which use the same exhibition halls that the car boot does, so they have to choose different weekends to run, depending when there aren't other events on taking up the facilities. But they release their remaining dates for the year, and I can attend 2 of them, so I'll be doing 2 more car boots this year. And went to one on Sunday. I was intending on filming it, but unfortunately the battery died on my camcorder, so I wasn't able to film it. But I am going to try and film the next one, And this is for Mr. Hot Rodney Prime and Mr. John John and Paul Poo. Those guys that like doing car booting, I'm going to do you a car boot vlog just for you guys. Anyway, so I was walking around, went through the exhibition halls and didn't really see anything, so moved into the what I call the cow sheds. And was sort of halfway through, and then I found this table with a woman who got some transforming toys on, and I was having a look, and I looked down and I thought, ooh. Now, I wasn't quite sure about this one. I knew it was the deluxe mould of the Armada Optimus Prime, and I knew this mould existed, but I'd never seen an Ultra Magnus version of it. And it wasn't until I got home, till I started doing research on this, that I couldn't quite figure out what this thing is. I know it's based on the Armada Optimus Prime, but I think this is a universe figure, and as far as I understand, it came bundled with a Minicon, which is missing. He's also missing the little smokestack gun things off his arms. But yeah, I think it's Universe Deluxe Armada Ultra Magnus. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so it's actually a universe figure, but using the old Deluxe Optimus Prime mould from Armada. It's a bit dirty, but it's... And also, for some reason, the arms were on back to front, so I had to knock the pins out and put them around the right way. But he's really decently articulated, and I would go so far as to say this thing is better made than the leader class toy, because I've got a leader Optimus Prime from Armada, and this thing is way better. It does have a bit of a gimmick, a Minicon gimmick. You put a Minicon in the back and his sort of shoulders wobble backwards and forwards. I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, he's really cool. And when I was looking on eBay, it seems to me like this is kind of a rare figure, because the people who are selling this on eBay, they're asking like, sort of 30-35 quid for it, which is, for a toy that's like a 12-year-old deluxe, that's quite a lot of money. So I think I might have got a bit of a rarity here. Anyway, paid £1 for that. And there was another couple of bots on the table, including that big Omega Supreme, the one that splits into a battleship and a train in two parts. And that's the second time this year I've seen one of those at a car boot sale, and I've passed on it because I wasn't sure whether it was complete, and I'm not even sure whether I want to get one of those. But anyway, there was another bot on the table. I looked at it and thought, I didn't know exactly what it was, but I knew of the mould, and I knew that there was a convention exclusive repaint of that mould that I do want. So, and it was mistransformed, didn't look like it was complete. So I looked at it and I thought, nah, and I walked on. Walking around with my mate Richard, got to the next couple of aisles down, and then I sort of thought about it and said, yeah, you know what, I can actually go for that. So I said, you wait here, Richard, I'm just going to nip back. So I nipped back and bought it. And it was this guy. Energon's Sharkticon. Now, it is complete. He's got all his bits. He's just missing his missiles. I don't think it came with a gun or a Minicon. Yeah, it was mistransformed. It was kind of in its ship mode, but the arms and the legs weren't pegged in properly, so it looked a bit of a mess. So I went back, picked it up, £1.50 I paid for this, and I really want the Skybite repaint of this, which was a 2011 San Diego Comic Con exclusive, something like that. I do want that one, but I thought, well, at least I can have this one for now, and if I do get the Skybite repaint later on, I can then sell this one. This guy is really growing on me since I bought him. I'm not too sure about the whole front of the ship becomes a backpack thing that's going on. I'm not too keen on that. I mean, it just, it just folds down as a backpack. I mean, you can say it kind of looks like a cloak or something, but that's a bit of a cheat. The bot mode's great. It's got the old it's got the put his elbows on his hips like that. But yeah, he's got some... He's kind of strange because a lot of the joints are really tight on this guy. I mean, ridiculously tight. And others are a little bit loose. Like those ones are ridiculously loose, and yet his feet are really tight, and so are his knees, and his upper thighs. Forget about it. But yeah, this guy, he really has grown on me, and in his submarine mode, I suppose it's supposed to be, or his fish-shaped spaceship mode, he wouldn't look out of place as part of Tidal Wave's Dark Fleet. He really wouldn't. So yeah, he's really neat, and I'm glad I picked him up. But I am hoping to get the Skybite repaint of this at some point. And that then is the last bot I bought this month. Like you said, not really a great deal of bots. Only 11 bots this month. I have bought something else off eBay, which will be arriving in a couple of days' time, so that will be a bot I pick up in December. But yeah, so total for this month, that's 11 bots bought and £418.21 spent. So yeah, it's, like I said, it's quality rather than quantity. And you can't argue with the likes of Warden and Black Convoy, can you really? I mean, they're two top tier bots that I picked up this month for a fair whack. So yeah, that's been this month. Next month, it's probably it's slowing down towards the end of the year. I'm not sending out for any more parcels. There's a couple of things on eBay that I'm I've won. There's another one I'm bidding on that I might win. Towards the end of the month, I'm going to do another car boot in a couple of weeks' time, which I'm hoping to film for your viewing pleasure. And yeah, then there's my Coventry toy hunt, which will be slightly extended for the Christmas edition, because I'm going to do Smith's, Toys R Us, B&M home stores, and then I'm hopefully going to go into Coventry Town Centre and go to Forbidden Planet as well. So it will hopefully be a little bit extended. I might get some extra bots there. And then there's the final NEC Toy Fair of the year on December the 27th at the NEC, which I will be going to like I did last year, and I should be able to pick up sort of 7 or 8 bots at that one. So I'm really hoping to get these 400 bots before the end of the year. Like I said, I'm doing quite well. I'm on my way to making that happen. I've got about 16 bots I need to get between now and New Year's, which I should be able to do quite comfortably. So yeah, that's it. That's me for now. I am sort of planning on doing a couple of videos throughout December, mostly, my TF15 and 2015 video and stuff like that at the end of the year, and my end of month bot haul. So there's going to be videos in December that I'm going to be doing, and also this other bot that I've bought, I will be reviewing it later this week as soon as it arrives. And yes, it's another Korean toy, yes, but I'm branching out. More than just car bots. I won't say any more than that. Anyway, so yeah, that's me done for another month. I will see you all later. See ya.